Hey,
That's my boy. There he is, right there. He's going to hit a home run for me today.
All right.
I'm definitely going to try.
That sounds good. We
No,
like
hey,
Yeah.
don't ever say you're going to try.
I will do.
Exactly.
I didn't win championships with tryers.
I hear you.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. We are here in Anaheim, California for the 2010 All-Star Game. Now, this is just the third time in history that the game has been played right here in Angel Stadium. All right, without delay, it's time to meet the All-Stars. What's it like for you to be in a dugout where there's guys from other teams that you usually play against?
Yeah, well, it's crazy, but it's good to see a lot of the guys. You know, I mean, the baseball family, just in general, in major leagues, it's pretty tight. And to see these guys and be able to just kind of rap with them a little bit, you know, kind of not in a competitive atmosphere. It's good to meet some of these guys.
Did you have a lot of people you had to bring to the game, having family?
No, just family. It's a family thing, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I know my mom's watching, and you know, so I got to put on a show for her tonight.
But you have home field advantage. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, man, we do, and we're right here in my backyard. I'm pretty excited to be here, and you know, this team is hosting. My team is hosting the All-Star Game, so it's good for me to be here. And Jerry Weaver's here, so I think we got to go out there and win, no matter what. The American League, we're going to get this job done. We try to make it 13 in a row, but regardless, other than the streak, we just want to win. Period. So we can have home field advantage in the World Series, the Angels.
Of course. Who else are we talking about?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Angels.
Hey, you know, this dugout is familiar to you, but what's it like to be in there with guys that you usually play against?
It's weird. My first year was kind of weird. I didn't know if I should talk to them or whatever. They're my enemies, but at the same time, we're all professional players. We all love each other, man, and we all have a respect for each other's game. And so when they're in the clubhouse or in the dugout, we're all cracking jokes, laughing, because it's the only time that we can do that.
What do you think it will feel like to sit in a dugout with guys you usually play against?
It's a lot of fun, and it's a great honor for me, and I think for the rest of the guys in here to be in this room with this, you know, be around with these great players, and it's fun. It doesn't get old. I mean, I really feel like this is my first one, and I'm gonna enjoy it like every time. I mean, I'm really gonna enjoy it.
Is there somebody specifically you would like to meet, or have you pretty much met everybody?
Well, yeah, I mean, I pretty much know everybody, met everybody, but like I say, I mean, just have fun and being around with the guys, and just just keep talking about baseball and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun.
Both managers talk about that they really want to win this game. So how serious do you feel as a player?
Well, you know what, it's gonna be a pretty good show. You know, fans is gonna enjoy a great show, and the other thing is that you know, whoever wins it, I mean, he has the advantage for the World Series. So as a manager, you know, I understand their point. As a manager, you want to start at home, so that's a great opportunity to do it, and it started right now.
It's kind of weird. I mean, you get to know these guys, as you're playing against them, but it's never the same as actually being in the same locker room or But usually by the time you leave, you strike up kind of a friendship with somebody that you keep going after. You see them as you play against them, and you just get to know. I like to talk to the guys that are, especially the hitters that are really good. These guys are all good, but the Alex Rodriguez, Miguel Cabrera, if I could find one thing that makes those guys tick or a drill they like, I ask questions. I mean, I try to take advantage. I'm not starting or anything, so I'll sit there and badger these guys and ask them everything I can, to just try to learn, but and have fun with it. Everybody's here. We're not here to grind. When the game starts, we'd like to win it because this could matter. It will matter to somebody. But yeah, it is kind of weird, but you still, like I just saw Michael Young the other day, and I talked to him because he had that big hit in '06 when he won that game, and you have connections with guys after you've played with them, even for one game.
You get an opportunity to get to know people's personalities. I think that's one of the special things about playing in an All-Star game is you respect guys for how they perform on the field, but you really don't know them. So you get a chance to talk to them and get to know them a little bit.
It's fun. Actually it is fun. You compete against these guys, and these couple days everybody kind of lets their hair down a little bit, and you kind of get to know them on more of a personal level. I kind of like to see what makes them successful, kind of their personalities and things like that, and kind of the routines. I'll kind of sit out there, during batting practice and talk to some of the guys and see what works for them, kind of pick their brain a little bit, and maybe it's something that I can add to my game too.
It's cool though. I mean, I'm especially myself. I'm a guy that I enjoy, being around players, and sometimes most of the All-Star game that I have been, I'm walking around the clubhouse and I feel like I'm a 5-year-old. Like, oh, Vernon Wells, man, Mariano, it's something that I really enjoy, and this is one time in life, that kind of thing, and you need to try to have a blast.
The thing about the game now, where it's changed probably back to the 70s and 80s, we all know each other. You don't have that intense hate, rivalry stuff. I mean, we all like each other, we know each other, we have a lot of respect for each other. And like I was saying earlier, I mean, the game of, 10 years ago, I mean, I was probably front and center here, but really the face of the game is changing. And you have great players like Joe Mauer and Evan Longoria and Robinson Cano and Dustin Pedroia, and that's the face of our game now. And as a fan of the game, I think I'm very happy for that. I'm very proud of that. And I'm going to be a fan of the game forever. So when you have our game in the hands of guys like Evan and Joe Mauer and Robbie Cano, I think is in good hands.